Hey guys, it's Katie at scrappingkatie.ctmh.com, and I have a quick process video showing a one-page layout using stuff from my online only portion of my website. So check out this video, and if you'd like anything you see, over to scrappingkatie.ctmh.com and click on the online only link on the side toolbar and get these before they run out. So I really wanted to use a pattern that I posted on my blog on November 20th. And I knew that I only wanted to use the right side to make a one-page layout. You can head over to my blog and download that free pattern, and it gives you measurements and everything. And I also knew that I wanted to use some of the products that are no longer in catalogs, but you can get on my website. And so I pulled out the Mix-In paper packet from a couple of catalogs ago. And I'm going to pull that Word B&T and then that Plaid B&T. My theme here is black. So I've also pulled out the Craft On and the Every Little Thing complements, as well as the Spooktacular Polka Dot B&T, the Every Little Thing Picture My Life, as well as a couple of embellishments. And then this photo of my daughter, it's black and white except the pops of color on her clothes. So the first thing I like to do is cut off the zip strips of my paper. I'm really not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but it just helps to not drag out my trimmer more than I have to. So I've cut those off, and then I'm going to look at which one, and although I love that plaid, it's just too busy for that photo. So the good thing about this pattern is it tells me the measurements. So my Word B&T, it tells me needs to be cut at 10 by 12. So I'm going to cut that down, making sure the words go in the right direction. And then for the polka dot B&T, I've looked on my pattern and it tells me it's going to be a 5 by 10. So I'm going to cut that down accordingly. And then now I'm going to try to find those strips. And so this one says that it's a strip of 2 inches by 10. So I'm going to cut it down, and it's just the back side of that Word B&T. And then I have a zip strip that I'm going to use at the bottom. And then I know I want a photo mat, and so I'm just going to pull some white daisy cardstock and cut it to 4.5 by 6.5, so I'll have a 1/4 inch mat around it. And then I'm going to pop out the word or the words "Love This Life" from the Craft On complements. And I did that off camera, so you don't have to watch that. And then a paper saving tool that I teach my girls in workshops is anything that's not showing to just cut out, and you can use that on a later project. And I'm just using my ATG gun to apply adhesive to the back side. And I find it easier to wrap one piece around my arm so it doesn't stick, and then I can lay it down. And all these others just kind of get layered on. The pattern does tell you, if you want to go directly by the pattern, it tells you the measurements from the top of the layout, everything from the sides. Close to my heart's done it all. And so now I'm going to just start playing with embellishments. And these are like chipboard weight embellishments, and they come with the complements. And again, they are no longer in catalogs, but they're on the online only section of my website. And I love these little rubber Craft On rubber shapes. There's that one that says cute, and then I'm going to pull out a few hearts as well as a pink heart to put in that O of the love. And then these are actually from Hello Pumpkin, which is a year ago, but they're self-adhesive shapes. I love them. There's hearts and stars, so I pulled out a heart. And now I'm going through the Every Little Thing Picture My Life cards to try to find some mats for that photo. I kind of wanted to add some layering in there. I'm not really a flower or butterfly person, but I think it'll work because my daughter is. So I'm just going to play with these. I do realize quickly the ones that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to put those off to the side. And then I'm going to end up wanting a pop of that julep again. So I'm going to pull them back out and try to find one of the smaller cards that I can use. And so I kind of play with that, and then I decide, I kind of need to go ahead and adhere my photo down. So anything big that I want some dimension, I use these self-adhesive foam sheets from Walmart or Hobby Lobby, whatever. And so they attach to my photo, and then I can just apply adhesive and attach them to the base of my layout. There, I just used a journaling pen to kind of add some doodling. And here I'm just trying to decide which of those photo mats or which of those PML cards I want to use. Again, to save that other side that's not going to be shown, I'm going to cut that off. And that way they can be used for later projects. And so I'm just going to use ATG. I know a lot of girls like to use liquid adhesive on those foam sheets, but I just don't like the way it curls up my paper. So to each their own. Again, they're super cheap, and it's a fun way to add dimension without using your 3D foam tape or whatever that you use a lot of. And so I'm just using liquid glass to apply all these shapes, even the rubber shapes. They go on really nicely with the liquid glass. You could also use a Tombow mono adhesive, has a liquid adhesive. You could use that as well. And I'm just kind of putting these down so they hang off of those square or those rectangle photo pieces, and then kind of create a title. The bad thing about working with a bunch of solid colors that are the same is I didn't want that title to be in the black polka dot that much. So I made sure that it was only in the julep. And then I'm adding some of those shapes that definitely have a white border around it. Those will go in the polka dot place, or the polka dot paper, and it'll be easier to distinguish. And so I've decided to take one of my white gel pens and add a border on the top and the bottom of that word B&T. And then I drew some heartstrings, and then I'll journal over the polka dots later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on any future projects or process videos that I post. Don't forget to head over to my blog and download this pattern so you can make your own either one-page or two-page layout, as well as shop the online-only link. Links to my blog as well as the online section are down below, so check it out and don't forget to subscribe.